A man will choose a woman that is his complementary opposite. A man who is naturally very masculine will be attracted to a very feminine woman and vice versa. So men, if you're looking or wanting a very feminine woman, it's time to up your masculinity.
I am absolutely convinced that men don't actually want relationships. Like, men want their lives as is. They want to go about their day exactly as it is, do whatever they would normally do, and just want somebody there when it's convenient for them, or, you know, for the things they want to do. Like, convince me I'm wrong.
If you want to be a part of my life, you're gonna have to prove it to me now. Nobody gets a free pass anymore. You want my trust? Earn it. You want my respect? Earn it. You want my love and time and energy? Earn it. Nobody gets to ride this ride for free anymore. So congratulations to every single one of you who got their ticket and they decided to rip up the ticket.
A lot of these modern women, they say this type of silly stuff like, may the best man win and stuff like that. But, you know, a lot of these men out here, especially after a certain point in time, you know, kind of accepting the fact. Because a lot of times men do realize, hey, this ain't going anywhere. She's not really serious. She don't really want anything with me.
I often get asked, where are all the good guys? There are no more good guys out there. Good guys don't exist. This is becoming a bit of a theme lately. Now, as a psychotherapist, I can confirm that there are many great guys out there. I've had them sat in my office and I have worked with them. The problem is the great guys, the good, kind, caring, authentic guys, tend to get caught up in toxic relationships, often with narcissists. So these guys are difficult to track down because they've often been pinned down and they've been so that they're not able to get out of that relationship and understand and get into a healthy relationship. These guys do exist, but sometimes, ladies, you've just got to be patient.
What's going on, fellas? Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment down below. Let's get back to the video. Modern women continue to screw themselves, really honestly and truly. I don't need a man. He don't gotta buy me this. I buy this for my own self and all that other stuff. You're so loud, you're so boisterous with it, you're so bold, you're so confident with it that the man actually heard you. He really heard you. And when he starts responding to what he heard, all of a sudden it's, well, you didn't have to act like that and you didn't have to do that and I still need you for these things. But you screwed yourself by talking the way that you talk.
You're a grown-up, okay, let's just say 30 and up. You should know that you don't wait 2 to 3 years for someone to propose to you in a committed relationship. If we are boyfriend and girlfriend, then it needs to be going towards marriage. Otherwise, what are we doing? And that really is the question. What are we doing? So if you're dating someone, it's official. You know, right about 6 months in, if they haven't been talking about marriage, you need to start talking about marriage. I would say three months in to a committed relationship when you're in your 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s and up. Because if this is not going to marriage, it's not going anywhere. Because we're not having sex, we're not moving in and shacking up together, so we have nowhere to go. It's a pointless relationship, isn't it?
A lot of these modern women don't really understand what they're losing. They think for some reason they're going to have their time in the sun forever, right? So you might have a good man or a solid man. Not saying the man is perfect. Not saying that, you know, he got some stuff to work on. He got a lot of stuff to work on, but so do you. A lot of times modern women think they're perfect. And so that man that was there for you would do anything for you. You don't want that man. You want to go see other people. You want to go do your thing out there. You want to have a hot girl summer. But then when you stop messing around and you see that, oh, well, wait, actually, there's nobody going to take care of me like he does. I ain't going to come crawling back. By that time, he's moved on.
A feminine woman will not initiate in the bedroom the way a man will, but she will find ways to submissively let her man know that she's ready, willing, and wanting something to happen. This could be in the form of her walking out of the bedroom in one of those sheer dresses with nothing underneath that we see all over TikTok at the moment. If your woman walks out of the bedroom in a dress like that with nothing on underneath, she doesn't have to say anything, but you know that she's ready. So then you, as the man, are then able to initiate. And that's the way a feminine woman will let her man know that she's ready. That's the way she submissively initiates.
A lot of men are moving differently. A lot of men are moving silently. You can call it checking out. Really, honestly and truly, when you think about it, men don't really actually check out of society. They're not actually checking out of society. They're because they still live in society. They still work in society. They still have family that's in society. They still have friends that are in society. Whether it's a girlfriend or a guy friend, they still have those people that they go and talk to, they engage with. Brothers are going for hikes, walking in the woods, camping, hunting, going and playing basketball, getting involved in a plethora of different hobbies. What they're actually checking out of is the society that you created, the society that you want him to live in. And he's essentially saying, I don't want to be a part of that. I don't want to sign up for that. I've already seen my brother or my homeboy or my dad or whoever, even myself. I've kind of tried to opt into your world to understand how you run things. But then when I ask you to come into my world, all of a sudden it's a problem. If we can't get on the same page in that regard, then why do I need to keep on trying?
Y'all, breakups are definitely harder on men. And I'm not just saying that. Studies back this up. And I'm about to tell you why. Studies show that men are more emotionally invested in relationships. And there's not much of a difference between men and women in infidelity in relationships. Men tend to not have so much outside support. Normally when they're in relationships, they're confiding in the person that they're with. Women, on the other hand, tend to confide into their friends, family, and other support systems. So men don't have that sense of support on the other side of the relationship. It also tends to be harder for a man to decide to be in a committed relationship. So when he's in it, he tends to take it very seriously. Women are also more likely to seek out other supports like therapy in order to process through the breakup. So y'all, let's stop the stereotype. Relationships matter to men. Men do feel pain. Men's emotions and feelings matter too.
I think modern women don't really understand that. They're so disrespectful in a lot of these situations. It's extremely disrespectful. Why would a man come up to me? Why would a man approach me? It's because there's a great chance that the man is going to get disrespected for whatever reason. Now, I think most men will say, if that's something that I did, that's on me. I got it. I understand it, right? Because that's something I did. I need to fix that. But if I'm coming up to you acting like I have some sense, if I'm approaching you with respect and dignity, why are you still trying to clown? Why are you still trying to act a fool? If I'm doing what you asked me to, well, approach me like this, say this, you just kind of, you don't have to change who you are, but, kind of understand the situation and read the room. I feel like it shouldn't take you reading the room for you to understand that people don't like to be disrespected and made fun of. But this is what modern women will do. A man will read the room, approach you how he's supposed to approach you, and then instead of saying and being graceful, which is what you're supposed to be doing as a lady, instead of being graceful and gracious about the interaction, even if you really don't like him or take to him or fancy him, instead of being gracious to him, you're disrespectful and you're laughing in his face and you're posting him online. What type of loser does that?
Women, where do you find good men? Here is a pro tip. They are at Lowe's and they are at Home Depot. They are not at the bars, okay? Good men are not out at the bars drinking. They're just not. If there is a product that you would normally go to Target to get that Lowe's sells, go to Lowe's and chat up people. Just say hi. How you doing? how's this, how's that. If you see a good looking fella and he doesn't have a ring on his finger, ask him where something is. Because you probably don't know. I don't know. I don't know where anything in Lowe's is. Now I have a husband for that, right? I don't go to Lowe's very often. But that's where they are.
And the one thing that modern women will continue to do is talk themselves out of help. They'll continue to talk themselves out of assistance. And they'll continue to let their pride and their ego get them in trouble. I don't need no man. I don't want you to take the lead. Get out of my way. I can do it. Or I don't need no man. I don't need you to provide. I can do this, and this. And when a man step back and say, oh, you got it, because that's a man's nature, is a step back. If you told me you got it, that's what I would do with my friends. I'm trying to help you out. Unless I see you falling over, then I'm not going to help. Okay, he said he got it. That's a boundary that men don't cross. Not a lot of times. If he say he got it, he got it. I don't think he does, but if he says he got it, he got it. Unless he don't, I can clearly see he don't got it. Modern women are the world's best at continuing to show face, to put on a front. And a man said, I wouldn't have it at this point in time. I think she needs help. But she told me not to help. She told me to leave her alone. I can't really tell if she needs help or not. And even when you can see that that woman clearly needs help, once again, there's been some weird stuff going on with these modern women to where you go and try to help them and they turn on you. So everything that I would have done naturally as a man, I'm second guessing myself because you twisted and turned everything with your bad behavior.
Women cannot hold men to traditional standards, not be traditional themselves, and then expect a man to pay full price for a depreciating asset. I'm going to say that again. You cannot be non-traditional women and want the man to be traditional on his side and pay full price for a depreciating asset that isn't traditional on his end. Because whether women want to accept it or not, the reason why men were traditional and chivalrous was because women were virgins, they were polite, they were feminine, they were submissive, and when you got a wife, she was a wife, not a boss babe, not a boss. None of this stupidity that's going on. So what's happened is female liberation has given you guys the liberation you want. But with every action comes a reaction. Female liberation, guys realize they don't got to pay for the cow when they can get the milk for free. You guys created this. Yeah. So we got to take some accountability here. You can't complain about the state of men because men always acquiesce to the situation and adapt and innovate to get sex.
And what's funny is that a lot of these modern women sit up and say, man, I cannot find a good man. And really what they mean is saying, I can't find a good man to approach me. I'm in the gym, I'm at church, I'm at work, and I see a whole host of guys that I would be interested in talking to. But they're not approaching me, man. They're not trying to talk to me. Where can I find a good looking guy that's not afraid to come and approach me? I don't want to approach first. I feel like the man when I do. Newsflash. The men that you want don't want you. They've moved on to greener pastures. Well, they don't even know me. They don't have to. That's what men keep on saying. The way that you portray yourself online, a man is going to see that. You might be the sweetest person in the world, but if a man sees that online, he's going to be like, oh no, I don't think I want that. You're essentially like McDonald's. If McDonald's comes out with some chicken nuggets or something like that, and the chicken nuggets look appetizing, then people are going to come in and try the chicken nuggets. And over time, you might say, shoot, the chicken nuggets are nice. I think I might get something else on the menu. That's what men are saying about you. Oh man, she had a really nice personality. I think I want to see if she has anything else. So do you like sports? Not really. I used to golf in high school. Oh, okay. Me too. How many years did you golf? I started my sophomore year and then, junior year, and then senior year kind of trailed off and started doing other things. Man, that's cool, man. Well, maybe you and I can, go play around one day. I haven't been in a while, but, I'd like that. Okay, so, well, let me tell you, let's go to a range first. Let's go to a driving range first. We do that. And then if you're comfortable, we're going to play around. Okay. And afterwards, maybe we can, get lunch. How does that sound to you? Oh, that sounds fantastic. And so he's planning around common interests. A lot of modern women nowadays, they're not receptive to a man's leadership. They're not receptive to a man's way of living, his lifestyle, the things that he might want to do. So a man's kind of like, if I have to run into this, if I have to be around this, if I have to deal with this, I'm probably not going to be approaching.
Guys, I swear, I can't make that up. I thought chivalry was good, but apparently I've just had terrible taste in men. So I go on a date tonight with a guy, and he's older, he's old school. So we get to the restaurant, and we get to the table, and he pulls out the chair for me. But since I haven't had somebody do that for me in a very long time, which I know is so sad, I didn't think it was for me, so I go around the table and I sit on the other side. So he's just staring at me. He's like, "Oh, I was pulling out the chair for you." And I'm just like, "I'm so sorry. Clearly I'm not used to this." And it's just so sad that that didn't even cross my mind, because I haven't been treated like that in a very long time. I didn't think he was doing that for me. So guys, please keep doing those small little things. It means the world to girls, at least for me, even if it takes us a little bit to realize that that's what you're doing. And to anyone that's gonna say, "Oh, that's not a big deal, you should choose the men you date better," that's what we're doing, okay? I'm trying.
It's my personal opinion that the more satisfying marriages are born from friendship. And so if you would like to be married, you need to find more like-minded friends. You have to expand your social circles, and you have to find people who you enjoy hanging out with. And the more opportunities that you create for yourself, then the more possibilities there are of finding a potential spouse. And so how do you expand your social circles? You use your hobbies and your interests to find other people who enjoy the same thing, and you just keep expanding and meeting people that way. I know that this is really hard. You're going to have to put yourself out there, and so you are going to have to muster up all of your social skills and get rid of your social anxiety and just go out and just keep meeting people. Now, the added benefit of doing something like this, though, is that there's a good chance that you may find somebody who enjoys the same things that you do. There are a lot of people out there who are going to say that if you are looking to get married, then what you have to do is work on yourself first. And there is absolute truth to that. The problem is there's going to be a lot of things about yourself that you don't even know needs changing until you're in a committed relationship. And so you work on your humility, and you work on your ability to compromise, and always work on yourself to change for the better.
This is the number one reason why men do not respect you. Let's go. You don't know how to tell men that you really like? No. A lot of times when we come across a guy that we really are into, we get stuck on him, and it gets really, really hard for us to tell him no. And that's why when he finally texts you back after 5 hours of going ghost, you always reply. If he calls you at 1 o'clock in the morning, you always answer. If he tells you to come over to his house, last minute, you run your little tail right on over there. And respect women who have standards, because they can feel it in your energy when they've got you. When there's no competition. They can feel it when they're not putting in any effort, they're being half-assed, and yet they're still getting a whole lot of yeses out of you. That's why it's so important to keep your emotions in check when it comes to a guy that you really like. Because if it's a guy that you're kind of on the fence about, it's a lot easier to uphold your standards. But when it's a guy that we really, really like, it gets so much harder. Don't allow your standards and your boundaries to go out of the window, because a guy that's really for you is not going to make you have to compromise your standards in the first place. And know the women on their roster that they can play with and the ones that they can't. So just because you like him, please do not make the mistake of being that man's yes woman.
How do you approach a guy that you're interested in?
If I was to be completely 100%, I would not approach a guy I was interested in.
Why not?
Because I feel like they should approach me, because I feel like if they feel like they like me, they would come after me and I wouldn't come after them. Because I just feel like if they like me, they're going to come after me. I would not chase after them.
Do you give men choosing signals like eyes or anything?
Yes.
So let's say that...
You know the me eyes?
The me eyes?
Yes,
okay.
Everyone knows me eyes.
So let's say that the camera's the guy. Give the camera me eyes.
I can't give the camera me eyes. I gotta look at you in the eyes.
Okay, I'll go stand over here.
No, it's not the same. It's not the same. I can't do it right now.
You can't? You really can't just give me the same eyes you'd give a guy that you want?
Yeah, but everyone should know what I'm talking about me eyes. It's what you give when you like someone. You're like looking at them and you're like, oh, like, but you don't say anything. You just give them that look and you're like, the me eye.
So what do you look for in a man?
I've reached this point in my life where the strong, independent woman phase is dying down, like slowly dying down, like I'm tired. Okay? I've been going at it since I was 13 years old, whether that's being a full-time employee, a student, or a stay-at-home mom of 3 kids who were all homeschooled. Me, I'm tired. And I've reached this point in my life where I have to really listen to myself. I have to listen to my body, and my mental health is more important than trying to do it all on my own. And it's a lot, y'all. Like, trying to do this on your own is a lot, especially after going through a divorce and literally transitioning my life to being a single mom. It's a lot, okay? But I've reached this point in my life where I now have to start delegating things, okay? Get somebody else to do it. Get somebody else to clean my house weekly. Get somebody else to do my yard. Get somebody to do grocery shop for me. And I literally just don't have the time and the mental capacity anymore to continue trying to live about this image of being a strong, independent woman. I'm not. I am a damsel in distress. I need help. Save me. Please.
Boyfriend material versus husband material. What's the difference between the two? Hello, my name is Carla, and restoring healthy mindsets is my thing. Boyfriend material won't know how to keep you, so what he will do is play games, while husband material will not risk the chances of losing you. Disclaimer, by no means is this to offend any man or any man in a relationship. I'm just trying to help my ladies out. Let me give you an example of what I mean by boyfriend material will only play games. If the guy is consistently threatening the relationship, aka we need to break up, we should break up, or think that by having you he should make you jealous, or prioritizing his guy friends over you, basically when he's not scared to lose you because he doesn't know how to value a woman by his side, that's boyfriend material. At this point he shouldn't even have a girl. But a lot of guys do it, and in part is because we let them. But that doesn't mean that it's okay. Whereas husband material, they know that a good woman is hard to come by, so they will not risk anything or put themselves in a situation where they could potentially disrespect you and potentially lose you because they value you, even if they have to defend you from his family. Toxic relatives is like a separate topic, but I'll give you a brief example. Before I went to go visit my husband's family in Louisiana, I told him that I was terrified, I was scared, because I was gonna be the first Chicana Mexican woman in his family. He is Caucasian, and I was a little bit terrified. And you wanna know what he told me? He told me, well, if they disrespect you in any shape, way, or form, we never have to see them ever again. And that's how it should be. Husband material know how to prioritize their woman, and they won't leave chance of potentially losing you.
And you know what's funny is that a lot of these modern women will talk about how they want a man with masculine energy. I want a man who acts this way, does this, you know, the whole alpha man at masculine. Maybe not alpha, but like, you know, masculine. Obviously, they like to say they don't, but they have a list of things in their head that they associate with being masculine, right? Whatever. Fine. Problem is, when you actually have that man walk into your life, because you don't really even know what an actual man is, a real man is, then you're like, oh, he's not masculine, or he's not masculine enough, or he's too masculine. You honestly don't even know what any of that is. So it would behoove you, and it would be best for you at this point in time to sit back and learn something. But modern women don't really do that. What modern women want a lot of times is a man in a costume. Really don't even want a man. They want a woman in a costume as a man. They want them. I was actually talking to somebody about this today. I was like, you know what? You really don't want a partner. You actually want yourself. Like, you want somebody like yourself. Well, I really don't want somebody exactly like me. You really don't need anybody exactly like you. You just kind of need somebody that has the same values as you. You kind of need somebody that's going in the same direction as you. That's actually what you need. Now, y'all probably not going to have the same personality. Y'all probably not going to have every single thing in common. Y'all probably going to have likes and dislikes that are on the opposite end of the spectrum. But the values and the way that y'all might get to the same conclusion, but y'all think about it a different way. Does that make sense? That's how you have the same values, right? Like say for there's a saying, there's more than one way to skin a cat. So essentially, she might say, well, I like cornbread. You might say I like cornbread too. But she might like cornbread from, what's that? Yeah, I know Jiffy cornbread, but there's like another one with a K or something like that. Well, I like crustacean or something like that cornbread. It's a really popular brand. I can't remember it. Well, you both like cornbread. It's just, you like different types of cornbread. So maybe one tries the other and, vice versa. I like that cornbread. So over time, you don't have to have Jiffy and she don't have to have that other type. Just whoever gets what, y'all both going in the same direction, and it's not an argument. It's not an argument. Y'all going in the same direction. But too many times, people actually be going in the same direction, but they fight over the specific way that it has to be done. And you don't need to. Unless somebody is committing a crime or doing something that you absolutely, it's actually one of your pet peeves. You actually cannot stand it. This is something I absolutely hate. Unless it's that, why are you trying to ruin a good thing? That's what you find with a lot of modern women.